More bike, less moped, why Avinox's power statement doesn't add up. Published by Radical Life Studios and the eMTB report. DJI's e-bike arm Avinox went public on May 19th, defending the rise of high-output motors.
eMTB report.
The arguments sound reasonable, some of them even are. But the statement sidesteps the real issue, and there's a good case the whole thing is by design. Avinox has spoken. The brand that rolled up the eMTB market with the M1 and more recently the M2S, peaking at 1,500 watts, is pushing back against industry critics. The pitch: high power doesn't mean high speed, and concerns about trail damage or safety risk are missing the point. Power, Avinox argues, is about accessibility. For heavier riders, older riders, riders with disabilities, cargo applications. It sounds plausible. Some of it even holds up. But the statement is neither honest nor helpful to the thing it claims to protect: mountain biking itself. Let's give Avinox what it deserves first. The brand has shaken the market awake. Bosch, Shimano, Bros. The legacy players have been coasting on solid but unspectacular tech for years. It worked because the market took what was on offer. Our earlier coverage of the Avinox M2 made the case clearly. The new motor beats the established competition on almost every meaningful metric. Lighter, more efficient, smarter software, better app. A new player walking in and saying, here's what's actually possible, is healthy. Real innovation rarely shows up when no one's uncomfortable. So credit where it's due, Avinox has dragged the industry out of its nap. But the problems with the power escalation are far clearer than Avinox lets on. More power means more load. On tires, on brakes, on drivetrains, on frames. More power also means a different riding style. A rider arriving at a berm with 1,500 watts on tap rides into it differently than one with 600. You can't argue your way out of that with semantic gymnastics about decoupling power from speed. Physics doesn't care. And the trail effect isn't abstract. Brake ruts get deeper, berms take harder hits, natural trails change faster, and not for the better. The IMBA hasn't raised concerns by accident. Read the discussions on the major eMTB forums and you'll hear the same worry from riders themselves. Not envy of new tech, but a real question about where this is heading.
eMTB.
The accessibility argument has cracks too. Sure, some riders genuinely benefit from more assist, but 1,500 watts isn't an accessibility feature anymore. That's moped territory. The overwhelming majority of eMTB riders aren't heavyset, aren't disabled, aren't hauling cargo. They're regular riders on regular bikes that are suddenly being equipped with motors built for a use case most of them don't have. An eMTB isn't a moped. It's a bike with assistance. More bike, less moped. That's the direction the industry should be heading. Here's where it gets interesting. Look at the Avinox statement again, and it reads less like a defense and more like a positioning move, possibly even a strategy. Avinox came in from outside, out of the DJI universe. They've got every technical card. They can't win the market on tradition or dealer networks, so they win it on power. And the trap snaps shut. The legacy brands are now following. Bosch, Shimano, and the rest feel the pressure and start cranking their own outputs up. Instead of doubling down on what they actually do well, reliability, service infrastructure, decades of field testing, they chase the new player into a fight that blurs the line between a mountain bike and a motorcycle. Whether Avinox planned it exactly that way is impossible to prove, but strategically it's brilliant. Define the market by power. Force everyone onto your battlefield and dominate that battlefield because you're technically the best on it. The tragedy is that the legacy brands had a different answer available. They haven't done everything wrong over the years. They've just gotten comfortable. Bosch CX Gen 5 has over a decade of real-world abuse behind it. Shimano has a dealer network Avinox can only dream about in Europe and North America. Those were the cards to play against the newcomer. Instead, everyone's running the wattage race. The real point sits somewhere else entirely. A good eMTB motor in 2026 should do three things: be light, last long, run efficiently, with modest power output. Because more watts rarely translate to more fun. They translate to more wear, more weight, more battery drain, and a ride feel that has less and less to do with what mountain biking actually is. An eMTB isn't a moped, it's a bicycle with assistance. That distinction isn't just legal trivia, it's the thing that defines the sport. Erode it, and you lose mountain biking slowly, piece by piece, with no one able to point to the moment it tipped. Avinox woke the industry up. That part was right, but the smart response from the rest of the field isn't more watts for everyone. It's more bike, less moped. And that's exactly what's missing from the statement on May 19th.
eMTB report. eMTB report.